Hi all, good morning. I am PK. Today we are going to learn about loops. To understand the concept of loop, let's try to make use of this small program. By looking at this program, we can easily say that the output of this program is hello. It just prints hello once. And if the requirement is to print hello twice, we have to just copy paste this line of statement twice. Here I am giving one \n so that it can print the next hello, the next line. I'm trying to run this program, pressing Ctrl F9. Okay. And if our requirement is to print hello 3 times, we can again simply copy paste this. Right? But if we want to print this hello 10 times, can we copy paste this? Of course we can do that, but we are trying to execute the same statement repeatedly. And if you want to print this hello 100 times, copying this line of statement 100 times is not the right method. If you copy this statement 100 times, we cannot tell that how many times it is going to print by looking at the program. And also the program will be very lengthy. Now, instead of printing the same statement 100 times, we can use loops and try to get the same output with just 5-6 lines of code. Let's try to use while loop to print this hello 10 times. So here we need a variable to count that how many times it is printing. For that, I'm creating one variable, integer a. Clear screen. And the count starts from a is equal to 1. Let me delete these two. Here I'm writing while a less than or equal to 10. This is the syntax of while loop. So if this condition is satisfied, it executes the body of this loop. This is the body. We have to write all the statements that we want to execute repeatedly within this open and closing curly braces. So here I need this printf. Cut, paste. We have assigned 1 to a, so it takes a memory location, it names that as a, and it assigns 1 to that. After this, it comes to this next line and it checks for this condition while a is less than or equal to 10. Here a has 1 in it, so 1 is less than 10. So it comes to this line, so it executes this line printf for the first time. And then it goes again back to the condition to check if the condition is true. So here again a has 1, but this time a should have 2, and the next time a should have 3. So the value of a should be keep on increasing. To do that, we'll write increment statement here. A is equal to a plus 1. So add 1 to a and store that incremented value to a. Let's try to understand this program from the beginning. It first stores 1 in a. So here a has 1. 1 is less than or equal to 10. It comes to the body of this loop and it executes this printf statement. And then it increments the value by 1. As a has 1 in it, now a is equal to a plus 1 means as a has 1, now this becomes 1 plus 1. Now a becomes 2. And this is the closing of the loop body. So as this is loop, it again comes back to this place. Now a has 2. So now this time 2 is less than or equal to 10 is true. Then it comes to this printf. It again prints the hello. Now again it increases the value 3. It comes back to the beginning of this while loop to check the condition. 3 is less than or equal to 10. Yes, it prints third time. So when the value of a becomes 10, here we have given a less than or equal to 10. So it executes this statement. Then now this time it becomes 11. So again it comes to this while condition. It checks if a is less than or equal to 10. This time this condition fails as 11 is greater than 10. So then it comes out of this loop and it executes this last statement. Okay, let's try to execute this program. Let me delete this first. Control F9. It printed hello 10 times. The same program can be used to print hello any number of times. If you just change this number to 100, you can print the hello statement 100 times. Let's try to change this to 5 so that we can count it easily. I'm running the program again by pressing Ctrl F9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fine. Here we are calling this while as a loop. So what is a loop? What is it doing? Here it is trying to execute these statements repeatedly till this condition is satisfied. So a loop is nothing but a construct which executes a set of statements repeatedly till the given condition is satisfied. Here we should be very careful while writing this program. If you forget to give this increment statement, as we have given a is equal to 1 in the beginning, it always contains 1 in variable a, and a is less than or equal to 5 condition is always true, and it keeps on printing hello. At that time you have to break the program by pressing Ctrl break. Otherwise it goes to an infinite loop. In this program we are changing the value of variable a from 1 to 10 by incrementing every time by 1. So here if you make a small change to this program, we can print the numbers from 1 to 10. Here instead of printing hello, we can print the value of variable a, and let's see the output of this program. To print the value of integer variable a, we have to use %t, the format specifier, and here we have to give a. So let's try to execute this program. So it is printing numbers from 1 to 10. So we can change this initial value as well. If you want to print values from 5 to 10, you can give 5. 5 is less than 10. So it comes to this loop. It prints this 5 and it increments 5 to 6. Then it again comes back to this beginning of the while loop. It checks for this value and it is now 6 is less than 10. So it again prints 6. So it keeps on printing till this condition is satisfied. Now let's try to change this to 10. 10 is less than or equal to 10, so it prints the value 10 and it comes out of the loop after this as it becomes 11. Now let's try to change this value to 50. What will be the output of this program? If you try to execute this line by line, after assigning this 15 to a, as we know, it first checks for this condition, right? So 15 is less than or equal to 10. Is this condition true? No, right? Then it won't execute these statements. So it comes directly to this get ch statements. Also, it simply waits till we press any key. That's it. There is no output. You can see that. So it won't print any numbers. It directly comes to this end of the program. Done. So the same program can be used to print odd numbers and even numbers just by simply making minor changes to this program. As it is starting from 1, let's try to print all the odd numbers between 1 and 10. After 1, it has to print 3, then 5, then 7, then 9. So the difference between each number is 2 here. So instead of incrementing the value of variable by 1, let's try to change that to 2. So first it prints 1, then it adds 2 to the existing value 1, then it becomes 3. So 3 is less than or equal to 10. The condition is satisfied. Then it prints the 3. Again, it increments the 3 to 5. So similarly, it executes till it becomes 9. After that, it adds 2 to 9, and then a will become 11. So 11 is not less than or equal to 10. Then it comes out of this loop. Then it prints 10. Let's try to execute this. So by making a small change, we can now print even numbers. Let's try to change this to 2. If you execute this, it prints 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Simple, right? Now try to print the numbers in reverse order, and you should be very careful while giving this condition and increment value. It should not go to infinite loop. If it goes to infinite loop, you may press Ctrl C to break the program, and if it is not responding to it, you have to kill the program. So we should be very careful. Let's try to make small changes to this program so that it can print 10 to 1. So numbers in reverse order. The requirement is to print from 10 to 1. The first value should print is 10. So I'm changing this to 10. And the condition should be like it has to decrease the value from 10 to 1, 10, 9, 8. So it has to execute till a becomes 1. So it should not go to 0 or minus 1. So here the condition is a should be greater than or equal to 1. So execute this body till a is greater than or equal to 1. Fine. So first it prints a at 10, then it has to print 9. So here we have to decrease the value. Subtract 1 from a and assign that value to a. Now a becomes 9, and it again goes to this variable. Now is 9 greater than or equal to 1? Yes. Then it comes to the loop. It again decrements the value of a. Now this becomes 8. 8 is greater than or equal to 1. It prints 8 as well. So it executes this body till the value of variable is 1. So after printing 1, a minus 1, a becomes 0. So here the condition will be 0. 0 is greater than or equal to 1 is false. It won't execute the body of the loop. Let's try to execute this program. We have two other types of loops, for loop and do while loop. Let's try to look at for loop in our next session. Thank you.